y'all done fucking around. We going shit hunt. Signal's gonna be a little spotty, I imagine, when we get deeper into it. We're pretty far out. We got somebody working on it on the other end. We got a mobile hotspot. We're trying to get that up and running for y'all, so we got good signal. We're doing pretty good right now, I think, but yeah, we're exploring a new spot today. Out here on the shed hunt, we got wide open fields on the outside of the woods. We got some grassy area up there. We're just getting into the woods now. Never been down here. So we're checking the edges and we're checking the forest floor for deer. See if we can find us some sheds while we're out here today. We was going to go live from a different location. That's why I was late. We was going to go live from a different location, but with the problems that I'm having with the hotspot right now, we had to switch it up a little bit. Adapt and overcome and all that shit. Get up in here. This shit can get thick. Isn't it? This is a young patch of trees right here. We're gonna try to go down this trail. All this out here is cut up. This is public land out here. I do have some sign of deer. They here. We just gotta find them. Some sign of deer. We just gotta find them. We just at the edge now. We haven't even gone in. Look at these fucking briar patches, man. Look at this. What? That's a big one. Leaves are still fluffed, so it wasn't too long when it came through here. Nothing's knocked it down. I'm looking for a trail up into this area over here. As soon as we find a deer trail, we're going to dive into that brush and see where it takes us. We're going to follow the deer because, you know, it's an anniversary show. So if Huntsman's not chasing deers, this wouldn't be right. Here's one right here. Right here. All right. You know, y'all can chat a little bit. I'll try to keep an eye on the screen. Trail here. Coming up here, this gets a little bit heavier. Hasn't been run too much. There we go. That's better. We got a fork in the road. That goes a little bit deeper into the brush and that follows the meadow. We're gonna go deeper. There's another one. Man, I have to get all down low and shit. I didn't think this was gonna be a job. I suppose I should, Hey Steve, it is live! We back, baby! Let me sit down here for a minute, have a drink with you. Hit that thumbs up, antisocial sons of bitches, and share it out. Sharing is caring. Yeah, we back live. Back live on YouTube. 7 fucking years on this bullshit, egotistical, money grabbing, fake ass, wannabe backyard bitch fucking platform. We back. Somebody gotta bring some dignity back to this shit. Ain't that right, Steve? What? What was that sound? So you called forth? Awesome, thank you. We back classic Huntsman style. So what we gonna do today, we're gonna hike through all this bullshit that I'm sitting in right now and see if we can track down some deers. Maybe do a little shedding. Shed season's on. So we're gonna try to get that in. I was gonna go live from a different location, but we're having trouble. So how I do this, and I didn't reveal this before, how I do this is we have a hotspot box. having issues with the hotspot box. So if we would have went live at the original location, this thing would have been working. It's not working right now. B's working on it, so we can see if we can get this up and running. If we get this up and running, we have signal all over the fucking area. We got a new build site, and I wanted to take you there today for the 7-year anniversary and let y'all know. Hey, Hector, I wanted to let y'all know we got a new build site. We got big ass fucking woods, and we're gonna be building another live bushcraft build series type shit thing going on, and do it the right way, like we did the original. We're gonna do it. It's gonna be a weekend thing too, because old Hunts's offline life has changed a little bit. I've been working like 10 to 12 hour days on third shift, so I had to adjust to that, and but it's damn good money. So I'm making bank right now offline. But I had to adjust to this third shift schedule. So I have Friday and Saturday off. Sunday night, I go into work. That'd be my Monday morning. So we're going to try to set this up where we get back with the Friday night live shows. They'll probably start at like 7, 8 o'clock, something like that. We're going to be out in the woods. Every time we're going to be out in the woods. All we got to do is get this hotspot right. Half days, yeah. We're going to get this right. We're going to be back live on Friday nights from the woods with the live bushcraft build series out in it. We're going to be hiking around. We got like fucking 5 miles of forest that we can hike around and explore. There's some hilly areas. There's some flat areas. There's some, we'll check the edges. We'll shed hunt. We'll do all of this stuff. We're going to be out in it though. Not sitting on a fucking Hollywood movie set. Fucking minimal effort content or anything like that. No, we're going to be out here getting muddy, bloody, dirty, and hurt. Just like we are today, because I'm about to go through a fucking briar patch, I believe. But right now we having a drink. So, we're going to be back on Fridays. Not this Friday. Maybe next Friday. Because I got a busy week this week. But I'd like to get started next Friday or maybe the Friday after. Just keep an eye on things. We'll be releasing some edited content too. Of course, highlight reels coming out from the fucking live stream series. It's going to be a fun time. 7 years on YouTube. It went by quick. It doesn't seem like it's been 7 years, to be honest. It does not seem like it's been 7 years since we started this shit. Whenever I first came onto the scene, YouTube was a whole different fucking platform. We did the 5-year run. We did a partial 6th. And then we started doing the home stream and the gaming and, you know, branching out a little bit, trying new things. And since I left the bushcraft, outdoors, wilderness, survival, redneck, and genre, shit's went downhill. Shit has fucking went downhill. There's more fakes, there's more frauds, there's more money grabbing, there's more backstage dealing, there's more fucking selling your soul going on than I have ever seen in my life. Did you guys see little Joey came back? I talked to little Joey last night. I actually talked to little Joey last night. Me and little Joey have a plan. Me and Joe Robinette have a plan. Ho, 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 ho. We're not going to talk about that just yet. Joey took up boxing classes. I'm proud of my little boy. He took up a boxing class. Been spending some time offline just like me with his family. Not giving a fuck about YouTube. You don't watch him? Neither do I. But he was gone for about the same amount of time that I was, and he came back, started popping up some campy videos. He's just burnt out on YouTube, and he's bitching about YouTube not pushing his channel anymore, not pushing his videos. Same happened with Corporal's Corner. Of course, Corporal's Corner's got to mention that every goddamn opportunity he gets. Notifications have stopped. Well, just Google YouTube notifications. You only get a 30% notification going out anyway. That's base rate for everybody. They're not picking on you. That's everybody. 30% of your subscriber base gets a notification. Just Google it. Jesus fucking Christ. Quit acting like a little bitch. Every fucking week. Same fucking shit. Anyway, the backyard frauds, the minimal effort, all that bullshit, I got tired of fucking seeing. I got tired of fucking hearing about it. So we're going to come out here and do it a little bit different. We're going to come out here and do it Huntsman style. Classic Huntsman style, not the gamer Huntsman. No, we're not doing Huntsman alpha shit no more. No, we're going to come back like we did in season 1. Any backyard bitch, minimal effort, too fucking old and out of shape to actually get out here and suffer a little bit, we're going to start picking on them. Bitching about the money, bitching about the views. We don't care about the money or the views. We don't care about how many thumbs up we get on a fucking live stream. We don't care about anything. I got nothing to lose. The channel's not even monetized right now, so I'm not even making money doing this. I make my money the hard way. And I don't care about the views. I don't care about the numbers. That's all vanity metrics. I don't give a shit. Yeah, I get that. We need a different type of content. We need to bring some class back to the outdoors. You do not believe some of the shit that's gone on since I got out of this gig. My God, man. Jesus fucking, don't make me fucking call you out. Don't get in my fucking crosshairs. Huntsman's in a bad mood. We in a bad mood, and we back, and we gonna be trailblazing. We gonna turn this fucking camera around so you don't need to look at my ugly mud. But man, you would not believe some of the shady shit that's happened on fucking YouTube since old Hunts went over to Twitch and started playing with the girls. Man, shady shit. Backyard deals and contracts and fucking money, and it's like the whole fucking genre is like, I don't know, it's like organized crime now. It's just a money grab. I'm like, fucking greedy bitches. You're on the YouTube welfare program bitching about, oh, my YouTube welfare got cut this month. They're cutting my videos. Shut the fuck up. Get out there and get you a jobby job. Let go of me. Alright. I ain't even drunk yet. We're drinking an energy drink. I went to work last night. I put in my 10 hours and went home, got cleaned up a little bit. I got all fancy for y'all. I got all fancy for you. And now we out here trudging through the fucking water and the mud and the blood and the guts and trying to find us some deer. Let's turn the camera around. You're drunk? Well, praise be to you, sir. I'm happy for you. I wish I was. Goddamn camera, stay still. Camera wants to focus on me, my sexy ass. Notice I wasn't wearing the Stetson today. No, we put the Stetson away. I only wear it to work to impress the girls. But, no, man, I just want to fucking go on a rant and call out all the backyard bitch bullshit that's been going on, but we got better things to do, so we're going to leave them alone for right now. Huntsman's back. I'm going to leave them alone as long as they leave me alone. I know shit. I got emails. I got text messages. I know shit about the bushcraft, outdoors, wilderness, survival genre that would make people unsubscribe and just completely fucking troll certain people. And I'm going to leave that in my pocket. I wish them the best of luck in their endeavors. You're not going to be able to do what Huntsman does, so don't even attempt it. You can't put out a product like this. You couldn't put out a product like the original live Bushcraft build series that was 7 fucking years ago. You had 7 years to try to catch up with my ass. You couldn't pull it off. And then we get all these new guys coming in here, too fucking fat and out of shape to even go out and do a single overnighter without faking it. Oh, I'm just physically incapable of doing that, Steve. I can't do it no more. I'm too old. Well, probably shouldn't have got into this genre then, because this shit sucks. It's cold, it's wet, it's muddy. It's about getting comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the whole goddamn point. Then you got guys coming into this genre and they're going to these classes and shit. And sorry if I'm missing chat. Let me tell you what I think about bushcraft wilderness survival courses. For anybody trying to sell you that shit for $300 a pop, it's about the best outhouse fucking wallpaper you can buy. Oh, I went to so-and-so's class and I got me a little certificate that he printed out in his little office. I paid $300 for a piece of paper and it ain't worth a goddamn thing. What are you gonna do? Put that on your job resume? What's over here? Nah, these middle-aged guys, it's always these middle-aged guys and they look fucking miserable going to these wilderness survival courses trying to get some fucking testosterone back in their system because their wife done milked it out of them is bullshit. Don't buy into it. I like this spot. I don't know what it is, but this is cool. What the hell? We got all these hills. And check this tree out. This is some fairy tale type shit. Exactly, avoiding the wildlife. Don't like them anyway. This is some fairy tale shit, dude. We got a briar patch here. We got all these hills. I'm standing on one of them. All these hills in the middle of the woods. And then you got this weird ass tree right here. I like this spot. I want to see this in the summertime when it's all green. We coming back here. I love this tree. If I can get my ass up here. That's cool as shit. How the hell? See, this is what we gonna focus on whenever it comes to content. Weird shit that nature does. We wanna, whoa, check that out. It looks like a deer skull. It looks like a giant deer skull. You see that shit? It's even got an eye. See, right there's its eye. That shit looks like a giant deer skull. And then we got weird old tree over here. See, that's a sign. Huntsman 7-year anniversary. We got a mammoth deer skull looking thing laying in the woods. It's actually just dirt. I mean, it's a Rorschach test, but that's cool as shit. All right, I want to come around here and check this root base out. Man, it's weird. You should see it. Pretty cool, ain't it? Look at it. Look at it from here. That's a longhorn. That's cool. This is the kind of stuff we want to focus on. We want you guys. I'm going to focus on your guys' experience, right? So it's not about so much about teaching anything. Half of my fucking outdoors viewers already know everything there is to know about the outdoors. It's about the experience of being out here. That's something that the other content creators don't do. They'll teach you a lesson, or they'll try to sell you gear, or they're trying to hawk gear for somebody else, but they don't do this. They don't keep the camera focused on the woods. They don't explore. They don't see anything cool. This is cool shit. We got all these hills. Look at that. Boom. Bring back the real shit. Exactly right. I want you guys to have a wilderness experience with every live show. Every live show, we want to have an adventure. We don't want to be sitting in our backyard with a broke back. We don't want to be hawking fucking gear. We don't want to be plugging somebody else's brand. We don't want to be doing any of that shit. We want to be out here in the shit having adventures like this. I'm tired of the sales pitch, man. It's like all the fucking content on YouTube is somebody trying to sell you something. Buy my gear, buy so-and-so's gear. This is recommended, this is not recommended. Shut the fuck up about the gear. If the gear is more interesting than you are, get your fucking ass off of YouTube. Because they come to see you. They should come to see you, not your little fucking collection of gear. My mom collects teddy bears. Maybe she should start a fucking YouTube channel. I like this spot. Can't get over that. We're going to be moving on, though. We got to find other spots. There's more hills over here. We're going to go check them out. We want to explore. We want to have a sense of adventure. We want to check shit out. We want to have fun. Check this shit out. What did I just find? I just stumbled on it. What the fuck? I've been out here for a minute. Everywhere you go, you find signs of humans. So, we're going to focus on the outdoors experience. We want to have adventures. We want to see wildlife. We want to find white-tailed deer sheds. We want to do all of the Huntsman classic stuff. We are going to have a build. Every Friday night, we're going to be building. We're going to be doing stuff. Check this out. We're going to be paying attention to the little details. Oh, spring is here, boy. Spring is springing. Man, I don't like fall. I don't like this drab forest, this brown. I like it when it's deep greens and shadows and mystery. This place, like this, all these hills and everything that I'm exploring right now, it's gonna look totally different when it's all green. Here's another one of them trees, man. Dude, I don't know what made all these hills. It's like the tree base is all See, like this one here, how the tree fell down and the base made a hill. I wonder if that's what brought all these up. It's a mystery right now. But there's just hills all the way through here. This is just mounds. And I'm in the middle of nowhere. Here's another one of the trees. It's like one side of the tree is always exposed and it gives that root pop. This ain't nothing but a briar patch, but it's just weird. Woods opens up here a little bit. I ought to come out here shrooming in about a month. What was I saying about the build? Oh yeah, we're gonna do a build. But I'm not gonna do the build to teach you guys how to build a survival shelter. You already fucking know how to do that. We just gonna do it to do it. We're just gonna do it to do it. We're gonna do it because there's too many guys out there that don't fucking do it. Oh, I'm a wilderness survival expert. I got so many years of experience, but I've never been on a fucking single solo overnighter in the woods. I've never built anything. I just sit in my backyard jacking off. Can't make it out of your own fucking driveway. Our signal holding up all right? Because I don't know. I can't see. This is the last round of hills here. Yeah. Just sit down for a minute. And we're gonna go deeper into the woods. I don't know how well the signal's gonna hold up. We gotta, cool, thank you. We gotta sit down and gather our thoughts. I'm so tired of the bushcraft genre. I got burnt out on this shit for real. I mean, I love being out in the woods. I just got burnt out with making content. And I wanted to try some other shit. So I did. I went and tried other shit and made pretty good money off of it. Still monetized over on Twitch doing all that gaming shit. I did get burnt out on the outdoors. I took a good healthy break from doing this kind of thing. I'm back and ready to go. I'm all energized and well rested. I got a lot of shit I could say right now. But man, let me tell you, the shit I could tell you about top channels on YouTube. The top channels and the bottom feeders. I'm sick of both of them. They can't do this. What I'm doing right now, they ain't done it yet. 7 fucking years I've been doing this, and they ain't done it yet. You got one guy over there, just nothing but fucking infomercial. Just infomercial after infomercial, trying to build his channel off of brand names. Somebody else's content, somebody else's gear, somebody else's brand, somebody else's business. Just plugging every fucking name he can plug because he thinks he's going to tap into their audience. Well, here's my point of view with the gear hawkers. If you're sporting somebody else's logo, if you're buying somebody else's shit, if you're promoting somebody else's store, you are not their friend. You are their whore. That's how I feel about it. You're nothing but a fucking whore. And your compensation for that, they're not even paying you to make these commercials that you're throwing out there all the fucking time. Your compensation is a couple of views on YouTube. So you is a cheap whore. If you're sporting somebody else's logo and buying shit that has their logo on it, you're a whore. You're not their friend. They don't care about you. You think Corporal's Corner knows everybody that bought a cup off of him or one of his signature axes? He don't know your fucking name. He don't know you. He just took your fucking money and ran off, and you're just standing there with this piece of gear, a whore. That's my point of view. Sean Kelly, worth over $1 million of your money. Bitching about you ain't watching enough. You're not doing enough to support him. You're not doing enough to get him views and exposure and fuck the YouTube algorithm. You're not doing enough. I ain't made enough money. Over $1 million. I ain't made enough money. I need more. I need you to do more for me. He's like your boss. Telling you, watch my shit, share my shit, watch all the way through, click the next video, Most weren't notified. Blah, blah, blah. All the fucking time. Nobody seems to watch. Most missed it. Shut the fuck up. I don't owe you a goddamn thing. Neither does anybody else in the audience. The audience has been used and abused with the outdoors genre. All the way around. It's nothing but, here's your discount code, here's the gear, here's the bullshit, blah, blah, blah. You're just whoring the audience to death. Like you're milking them for every fucking dime that they got, when you should be out here doing shit like this, giving them an experience. And I ain't saying nothing offensive. I'm just telling you what the fucking viewers are thinking, and they're not saying in the comment section. Quit whining like a little bitch. Quit trying to sell me something. I won't fucking buy it. And I ain't sporting your fucking logo. You make your own gear. Exactly. I ain't got no gear on me. You want to see what I got on me? Oh, if you go to the outdoors without survival gear, you gonna die. Bullshit. I'm out here with nothing but a hip pouch. And the only reason I'm wearing the hip pouch is because it's got the fucking hotspot in it. This is all I got. There ain't no gear in here. It's a backup phone and a hotspot. The rest is empty. Live streaming from the woods with nothing but a hip pouch. No knife, no axe, no saw, no food, no shelter, no water. We all gonna die. I did bring an energy drink. I should probably stop drinking this because I'm talking at 100 miles an hour. All right, let's go walking. Goddamn camera. And don't want to stay around. All right, we're gonna go into that. For those of you in the outdoor genre who have never actually been in the woods, this is called a woods. This is where you go to film outdoor survival content. This is where you go to be a bushcrafter. If that's your fucking religion, and they seem to think it's a fucking religion, this is where you go to be a bushcrafter. This is where you go to be a manly man and get some testosterone back in your system. This is where you go to get away from your fucking bitchy wife. This is where you go to actually hawk gear and beg for views. Living your life on the internet, all those vanity metrics. Oh, I got a subscriber number. Vanity metric, don't mean jack shit. They ain't watching you, they ain't watching me. I got 40K. 40K subscribers. Where the fuck are they today? I don't care. Hopefully they off doing something fun instead of watching my cranky ass. And I am a little bit cranky here lately. I've been getting cranky. This is where you go to do outdoors content. Not in your fucking backyard and not in your goddamn driveway, you fat, lazy piece of trash. Get your fucking ass out here and suffer with the rest of it. It's a cold, windy day here in Northeast Ohio, and we out here doing it. We out here live streaming it. We don't even gotta edit our shit. We ain't gotta edit it to make like everything. Oh, everything went perfect for him. He knows what he's doing. Huntsman don't know jack shit. I'm probably gonna fall down and trip. It'll be bad. But that's the fun stuff. I ain't got no survival gear on me. I'm probably gonna die. I didn't even bring peanut M&Ms like the hunters do. Alright, so the woods opens up a little bit. This is a nice clear woods. Of course, this is an old woods too. We're kind of on half-ass virgin land out here. This land's been untouched since the natives were living here. They don't farm it, they don't cut it, they don't do nothing out here. It's just Mother Nature's kitchen. So this wood has probably been just about like this for 1,000 years. Oh, we got a deer. Hell yeah. 7-year anniversary. Last stream we just kicked up a deer. Kicked up a couple of them. They were bedded down right up here. We got one flagging and running, hauling ass. She's gonna try to come in behind me. Oh, she stopped. Right down that tree line right there, she stopped. Oh, she hauling ass though. I was talking too loud. Oops, that's my bad. Hell yeah, we got a deer. Wouldn't have been an anniversary live stream without a deer. We're gonna go check, see where they were bedded at. That was a doe, as far as I could tell. shed season is upon us, so the bucks will be dropping their racks. You find a bedding area, like in all these down trees, this is where she was bedded at. Bedding area and feeding grounds, check the edges of the woods. Out here, you check the edge of the woods, like between the woods and the cornfields or something like that. Always check your edges. And if you want to get better at tracking, here's a bed. This is where one's been laying. She might have been laying right here. See how the leaves are, well, you might not be able to tell the difference. Let me take this off the rig here, and it might get a little shaky a hot second, but I always try to show you this for those who don't know. All right, so the leaves back here are all fluffed up, and you can see how they're packed down here. That's a bed. So she was curled up right here. So that's what a deer bed looks like whenever you don't have the snow to highlight it. We got, you just see the outer ring, how the leaves are packed down there, and then behind it, it's all fluffed. Cozy spot. There's no wind. Got some briars, got some mossy logs around here for cover, make you feel all safe and cozy. So yeah, that's where she was laying down at, and then she bolted on us whenever we came up on her. Hit that thumbs up if you could. I'd appreciate it. I don't know if it does any good. I don't know if the thumbs up does any good. Is that a vanity metric? Hit that thumbs up, you antisocial sons of a bitch. Damn, it's free. Feed my ego. Hit my thumbs up. Or you can hit the thumbs down, I don't care. You're still giving me attention. There's some old shit. These would have been popping last year. That almost looks like old chicken in the woods, right? Like last year's? Yeah. You see a little bit of the color here remained. This is chicken of the woods. This is an edible whenever you can find it fresh. There it is, yeah. We got food in here. That's last year's chicken in the woods. Makes sense being on this old log. And in this area, it's kind of moist too. The humidity's probably crazy in this area because I can feel it while I'm walking on the ground. It's kind of spongy. So, you know, some of this is like half-ass swampland. Good for the shrooming, bad for the mosquitoes. They love this soft, squishy ground. Here we got a little bit of a trail where they were coming over the log there, stepping a little hard over the log. That deer went up that way. We ain't gonna backtrack. We're gonna let her come in behind us and lay back down. I ain't trying to disturb somebody's sleep. I didn't know she was there. I would have been a little bit quieter. What we got up here? Much soggier here. You actually got water laying on the ground. Yeah, this is a bit swampy. Even got some swamp grass growing up here. They would bed down in this in the spring, I'm betting. They don't give a shit about the water so much. They'll lay on the edge and get in that high grass and hide. Yeah. I like this woods. I've never been in this woods before. We just walking. Whoa. I'm too old to be doing this kind of shit, but I still have this little 8-year-old kid inside me that wants to fucking cross the logs like this. It's just fun. And I want to see if I can do it. Just tight rope a log. Kind of makes me want to climb a tree. I ain't done that in a minute. Hector, when was the last time you climbed a tree? Steve, I can't do that. I'll throw my back out. Shut up, you fat bastard. Pretty day in the woods. We're gonna go a little deeper. I like all this moss too. I transplanted, I'm working on my garden. I'm already planting shit in my garden, like the bulbs and stuff like that. I transplanted like 50 wheelbarrows of moss up into the back part of the garden where the little glade's at, where I got that crystal growing in the tree. That motherfucker gonna be popping come summertime. I can't wait to get that project done. That's like a 2 or 3 year long art project that I'm working on. Experimenting with bending trees and sculpting them without damaging the limbs or killing the tree. So I'm shaping trees into, like, the main one that I'm working on, it's got a crystal growing in it now, and most people that watch the content I had out before know about the crystal. So the crystal's getting wrapped up in the limbs, and it's all encased. Once I cut that crystal out, then I'll shape the tree into the form of a woman, so it's like a dryad, and I have her heart in the box. Check this out. This is cool. I'm all about the fungi too, man. I don't know why that is, but ever since I started doing outdoors content, if I find a mushroom, I'm just running to that shit. Alive or dead, I don't care. I don't know why. Look at this shit. Look what Huntsman doing for your entertainment, folks. Suffering. This is cool. Yeah, ever since I started doing outdoors content, if I see a shroom or a setup like this, man, I just run to it. I want to get it on film or take a photo, or I don't know why. We had wax shelves up in one video. We had wax shelves. It was just about a setup like this. And I had found a toad that was hopping along the ground. And I took the toad and I set it up on one of these shelves, and I put my hand over it till it calmed down. And then you had all of these mushrooms with a frog sitting on it. It was some fairy tale looking shit. I'll never forget that. That was some cool shit. Check this out. I'd cut them off too. I'd take that, and I'd take that. I'd make a cup out of that one. I climb up there, and all the way up there. Take them all. All right, so for entertainment purposes only, we're gonna go trudging through the muck because I want to go check out this tree. So you just gotta get into it. It's fucking 30 degrees out here right now. You just gotta look at that. That's what I came over here for. That's cool. Got a big old opening in the canopy too, where that tree came down. This is the kind of stuff I love about being in the woods. I mean, we're traipsing through the fucking swamp right now just to get shots like that, but it's more than what some guys can muster up. Fucking stomping in front of me. We don't care. Lineman spikes? Yeah, I know, but that'd be a good idea. We'd shimmy that fucker. That'd be some Tarzan shit, man. Look what Huntsman's out there doing for content now. Splashing through the fucking mud like he's a little kid. I had somebody say, Steve, you ain't done nothing in the outdoors but build a shelter out of mud. And now you're too old and wore out and burnt out to do outdoors content. Shut the fuck up. You done pissed me off, son. Now we're gonna do a whole year of it just to piss you off. Dumb motherfucker. Challenge me. See what happens. I like the trolls. They pretty good motivators. Where are we going? I don't even know what direction I'm. Oh, well, I'm heading east because the sun's behind me, so. This is a bridge. I got tired of walking in the water. You know y'all want to do this. We're putting on a circus act now. We're going to go up to that one and then cross over that way and get out of the water. It's a bridge system. I built it myself. Because I'm a bushcrafter. Shut the fuck up. These are turkey tail. Old turkey tails. That's good medicine right there. Turkey tail mushrooms. So we found some wax shelf. We found some chicken in the woods, and these are turkey tails. This is, I mean, there's a lot of resources in here. Of course, it's not the time of year for harvesting, but the trees are starting to talk too. Springtime, whenever the sap starts going up through the trees, if the wind's blowing a little bit, they creak and they groan and it sounds like they're talking to each other. I love that shit too. I like that sound. They always do it in the spring. Oh, we got another deer. Couple of deer. Oh, we got a whole herd of deer. Straight up there. I saw like 6 white flags. There's a whole herd of deer up there. My loud ass. They all ran the same direction. We'll head that way. I should quiet the fuck down, see if we can get some whitetail footage, actual whitetail footage, not at a distance. Fucking what Huntsman does for content. The shrooms that'll let you see colors. Like, goddamn, man. I was just watching a show about those too, like the psychedelic shrooms, magic mushrooms. It has some weird name, starts with a P. Like the Latin version of it. Google that shit, man. You got access to the internet. I'm in the middle of fucking nowhere. One of the universities, I think Cleveland University, started experimenting with psychoactive mushrooms on people with mental illnesses. They should give that shit to bushcrafters. Somebody should come up with a magic mushroom filter for videos. Like, this is what it would look like if you were on shrooms. But I think the experience is different for everybody. I don't even fucking take aspirin, let alone shrooms. I wouldn't even know where to find a fucking shroom. Underneath a cow patty? Oh. I'm gonna go check this tree out. I'm kind of half circling around where those deer jumped up. Got some trail through here. There's a trail running through there. Man, that light is popping. Fucking hit my can. See, I won't walk on that log because of the moss. I don't want to hurt the moss. Some sentiment like that. Man, we in the shit. I can't stay dry for nothing. There ain't even no point in trying now. This woods ain't nothing but swamp. Not a place I'd build a shelter. It's too low. See, that looks like one tree came down and just bent the other one over. I'm surprised that didn't break, though. How the hell did that happen? See the bend? It didn't even break. It cracked the bark a little bit. They had to come down slow. There's 2 of them. So we got this one here that bent over. But we got, let me get up here, another one up here that's bent over too. The golden arches. Oh yeah, we built a tree fort. The fort in the woods. You gotta get it up off the ground, build a shelter on stilts. Or a tree house. That's not actually hard to do. You just strap, your beams to stand in trees. And then build a platform and build on top of that. That's how I do it anyway. Here's a story. This broke off, another limb grew, and it died too. Story time's over. You just sit right there. I gotta adjust my hip pouch. It's getting a bit uncomfortable. A Bigfoot structure? Yeah. Man, we deep into it now. We're gonna head kind of northeast here and see if we can see where there's deer. But what is that? Sorry, I keep my head on a swivel. I got something over here. It's got to be the end of a log. Let's see if I zoom in here right here. You see that black dot right there at the center of the screen? That's what I noticed. Right there underneath the log is just a black dot. I'm like, what the fuck is that? It's absorbing all the light, whatever it is. Ohio Grassman? That's me. Alright, so you see the black dot there at the center of the screen with my shaky ass? I'm wondering what that is. It's just looks like a black hole right there in the middle. What is that? Is it a Sasquatch? Wait, let's go talk to him. It's the opposite way of the deer, but I need to know what it is. I think it's just the end of a log, but it's pitch black, which it happens. Jesus Christ, Steve, zoom the camera back out. I'm gonna give everybody epilepsy. All right. We're gonna go over here and talk to the Sasquatch. Maybe he's got beer. That's what it is. It's the end of a log, but it was just absorbing all the light. I had to investigate. You never know. You just gotta go where the evidence takes you. And that's all it was. The end of a log. And now I got closer to it. The illusion's broken. I should have just left it alone. Fuck my dreams. Beer with Sasquatch, off the table. All right, let's head back up here where the deer are bedded down. Got some track here. Do. Up and over. I feel like I should be bragging that I haven't spilled any of my drink since I've been doing this. They were mingling here. Might be feeding ground, coming up here getting acorns. There's tracks all over this. Yeah, they feeding up in here. Which is a good thing if you're shed hunting. You want to find out where they're mingling around at, and then you look for your tracks. What is this? I see white. It's probably just a shroom, like an old shroom, but white is an off color in this pattern. So just like I spotted the black, now I spotted the white. Now we gotta go investigate. It's kind of a partly cloudy day. If you're out shed hunting, you want to go on a cloudy, rainy, high humid day, get that UV light up a little bit, make them pop. But on a day like this, if you get at the right angle, you might get some reflective light off of a rack. And they'll usually pop white or tan. So if you see white or tan in the pattern of this bullshit, you go towards it and see if it's a rack. If not, what have you lost? And that is just a shroom, as expected. But I saw a pop of white and I had to come check it out. Always looking for the pattern. Keep your head on a swivel. Look for something that stands out, something that's out of the ordinary. A pop of color, weird looking tree, like the hills that we've seen up there. Go check that shit out. If you're gonna be out in the woods, don't just come out here and sit on your ass. That's all the content too. Nobody hiking around like this. They sure as hell ain't live streaming it. Here's our trail. I knew I'd find these bastards. Explore and see nature for what it is. Give your viewers an experience, an adventure, something that's worth taking a fucking photo of. It's not just your out of shape ass cooking a steak over a fire. Get out of your campsite. I don't know how many times I told him, get up and fucking move around. You don't know what's going to happen or what you're going to see. And if you can take the viewers along, all the better. Here is a heavy highway of a trail. This is a main trail right here. Right here. See if I can get up here where it's highlighted a little bit. Yeah, they hauling ass through here, boy. So it goes up into a thicket patch right there, all kinds of briars, and then it comes back here to where the deer were bedded down. And they were bedded down right here in this opening. I didn't expect to find the trail that heavy. This is the fucking highway. This is what they normally run. Probably going from the grassy areas up in here to feed. Looking for beds. They all bolted right out of this general area. And we got the main trail. I'm not seeing where they kicked up leaves though, and they were going pretty good. So I'm not exactly on the spot where they bedded down. Here we go. Let's see where it got disturbed as they were moving a little bit. The underside of the leaves, the wet side of the leaves is exposed, so one of them kicked up from right here. Got this little brush pile here. They'll bed down next to those. So I can see it. We got a briar patch right here and a brush pile right here. They like having boundaries. Bushcrafters are like that too. This right here, not a shroom. Sycamore. Man, it's just all the same. I mean, we've seen some cool shit, but back here, this far in, it's all the same. It's just woods. That's the drab part about being out here in the fall, the winter. It all looks. We're gonna have to sit down here in a second. We'll have to sit down here in a second so I can hook you all up to life support. We gotta get you plugged in. We got a 20% battery warning. But don't you worry. Oh, check this out. Bone collector. Well, 7 years, boys. Broken skull. That's a hell of a canine on there. Huh. All right, let's get you plugged in. Sit you down for a hot second. Got to go out and buy a brand new fucking battery pack. Got that out of the way. So we can come out here and live stream for hour after hour after hour. Just like we did with the live Bushcraft build series and all the other shit we did in the woods. Find what I do with the damn cord. Hope I didn't leave it in the car. Which I might have. Ugh. Uh-oh. Hunch done fucked up. Are we gonna have a two-parter? I think we are. I think we're gonna have a two-part live stream because we gotta hike back up front and get the charger before we run out of power. We're gonna take this skull though. This is gonna be our 7-year anniversary skull. We'll paint him up. So if I get back up there, we could just plug it in, but I gotta get back up there before we run out of power. Sorry about that. It's a technical difficulty. This is my first time being out in the woods in a minute, so we're gonna head back up that way, and we'll get the charging cord, and then get back to it. So, as I was saying, we in a new woods, never been out here before, and we in it. So, all these bushcraft wilderness survival channels out there, and you know, most of them are just driving to the woods, or they're driving up, like literally right up to their campsite. Guarantee you, Corporal's Corner, that his truck is sitting right behind his camera every time he films. Every fucking time he films, his truck's right outside. Like he's literally 5 feet away from his truck. We are not like hiking in Yellowstone National Park. No, I'm parked like a mile that way. So whenever it comes to, oh, you're gonna die out in the woods without wilderness survival gear, Steve. Shut the fuck up, my car's right over there. I ain't gonna lie to the audience. They know you're fucking parked somewhere. Like, why do they present that illusion? They want to present this illusion like a fucking helicopter dropped them off in the middle of fucking nowhere. They do that shit on Alone too. And Alone is filmed right next to fucking roads. You cannot go anywhere in the United States without a road or a trailhead or something like that being nearby. Not a goddamn place in the continental United States where you can't make it to help. Where there's not a parking lot, a trailhead, a road, a house. There's something. So don't give me this. Oh, you ain't fucking lost. You're just fucking stupid. Tired of hearing that shit. So, we heading back to where I parked at. We gonna get my charging cord, and then we gonna come right back into this shit. And we're not faking it. We're not trying to present this illusion of, oh, we are so deep in the fucking woods, it's gonna take us a week to hike out. No, it's gonna take me 4 minutes. Like, why do they, I mean, I get that you're trying to escape the reality of your life, but maybe you should just change the reality of your fucking life. You know what I mean? Don't try to like bullshit it. You're in your backyard, you're in your driveway, the truck's right behind the camera, we all fucking know it. You ain't gotta lie about it. You ain't gotta hide it. Oh, did I forget to mention that I got this gear out of the trunk of my car, which is 5 feet away? Fine. Especially if you're at an established camp, like a base camp. We know you're driving to the base camp. Survival Lily did it. She rode a dirt bike. That's respectable. Survival Lily on a dirt bike. Rides it back to her camp, parks the bike right beside her build, but fails to put it on video. We spotted it on video. Joe Robinette, Fort in the Woods, literally 5 feet off of a blacktop driveway. He's just driving right up to it. It's just camera angles in Hollywood. It's all a fucking illusion. That's why they don't move around. That's why they don't hike like we're hiking. Turn this fucking camera around again. You're supposed to be watching the woods, not me. Anyway, I don't know why they present themselves like they're in some remote location. You're not. Like, I'm about 10 miles from the nearest town, but there's still fucking roads. I parked in a parking spot. We on public hunting land. There's no illusion to it. Why bullshit everybody? "7 years on YouTube, we come out to public, hiking through the woods on a live stream, getting all muddy and bloody, dipping and drinking, talking shit, telling the truth, cutting out the fucking advertisements. This video is sponsored by Squarespace." Shut the fuck up, sell out. "I want to show you my new Corporal's Corner signature axe that I got for $400 fucking dollars." Or "Hidden Woodsman's backpacks are epic." Or tell you what, man, if you ain't working on your dreams, you can always fucking send your money to somebody else's. That's how all that shit works, man. You got these gear guy channels, right? All they do is talk about gear because they ain't got nothing interesting happening with themselves. So they go and they buy all this gear to film this infomercial bullshit, trying to hawk it or trying to bash it, telling people buy this and don't buy that. Well, eventually, their ass runs out of gear to talk about and their channel dies. Or they've spent thousands of dollars on gear just so they can make content, and they're not getting enough revenue off of the content to make that money back. So, you fucking dumbass. You're supporting all these businesses by buying all this gear, and you get nothing in return except a good pat on the back whenever they come to your channel and leave a comment, feed your little ego and give you a little tiny boner. Why would you do that? That's your idea? Oh, I love the outdoors, but all I'm going to talk about is somebody else's shit. You don't love the outdoors. You're just trying to fit in with the rest of us. You want to be in the clique, and you're not. This is the clique right here. This is the clique. Get out here and do this shit. All right, so we heading back up to get the charging cable. If I run out of power before I get back to the charging cable, then the live stream's gonna cut off, obviously, and we will come back with part 2 after I get you guys hooked up to live support and can restart the stream. Sound good? So those of you who are still watching, just so you know, if we lose power, we will restart the stream after my dumbass gets up there and gets the charging cord. Ho, 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 ho. Fuck it. I do love a good pair of cowboy boots. Just swampland, boy. Oh, this shit's getting deep. Sometimes you just gotta embrace the fuck. We're trying to beeline back to that power cord. I ain't fucking around. Da, 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 da. We already wet. There ain't no point in complaining about it. My can's almost empty too, so we're gonna leave the can in the truck. Don't throw your fucking garbage in the woods, you nasty fucks. Pick your shit up. Carry that shit out with you. And don't do what I'm doing right now, because this is a mess. Huntsman, you gonna die. We gotta be getting close. I see the break in the trees right there. We don't have a 10% warning yet. Probably down to 15 by now, too. Man, it's all swamp huntsman out here today. We ain't fucking around, boy. Yes, recycle. Hell, when we was doing the live bushcraft build, the original, we recycled the stuff that we didn't use. Like, we didn't burn all the wood. We put it in those rings, and the chipmunks were loving that shit. Anything that we couldn't use as far as a natural element, wood, mud, stone, it all went into those rings and got recycled right back into the woods. We wasn't hacking and sawing and cutting and burning everything. We got enough to build the shelter. We left the rest alone. And what we had to cut out to % warning. We gotta hurry. We all gonna die. Well, the phone's gonna die. We recycled all that stuff right back into the woods. We're down to 10% battery. We gotta get this phone hooked up to life support, or it's gonna die on us. We'll have a man down. The only thing that's gonna die out here is this phone. I'm fine. We might make it. It's against the clock. Because Huntsman's a dumbass. And he left the charging cord in the car. Now we're racing back. It's a race against time. Tension is high. The drama. Oh, the fucking drama. This is YouTube at its highest level. This is glorious content. This is a memory that will last forever. Because Huntsman forgot the fucking iPhone cord. He's racing against the clock. Phone's about to die. It's life or death. Is he gonna make it? Can he keep up with his fucking commentary? Because he's had one too many energy drinks. I think so. Man, we're still traipsing. We ain't even got out of the water yet. We to the edge. We gotta start this journey all over again. Oh, we found our hills. We found the start of the hills again. I was lost in the woods. I thought I was gonna die. Oh, heavy trail. I didn't notice that first time coming through here. Are we gonna make it? I don't know if we're gonna make it. And sorry, I'm not looking at chat right now. I missed that last comment. Let me bring it up here real quick. Because we're in a life or death survival situation right now. What state you in? I'm in Ohio. It's life or death. We're trying to save the iPhone. We gotta get back in the car and get charging. We got maybe 8% battery left. I ain't fucking around. We gotta go. This is an emergency. Tensions are high. We going down low. We made it back to the trail. We're rushing. We're hiking public today, kind of looking for deer, sheds, talking shit, having fun, a little adventure time, Dora the Explorer style. Now we have the drama, the high. I went into the woods over here and I came out all the way down there in the middle of a fucking swamp. We're not going back in the same way. We in it, boy. Oh, that was funny. Yeah, we're not going back in the same way. We're going to take a different route. Picking back up where we left off. Here on the edges now. I hope everybody comes back. I don't know if the another notification is going to go out or not to let them know we're back. I did manage to get back just to pick up the stream where we left off. Maybe they'll find me again. Oh. I don't know what the how YouTube's gonna process that interruption either. When we get interrupted over on Twitch, it leaves that fucking blank spot in there, and it's not good. You had to go edit it out. Let's just cut across here. It looks like a deer crossing right here. Into the shit. Already soaked, so not worried about it. Here's our deer trails. I don't think another round of notifications went out. I'm almost tempted to stop this stream and start another one so they know that we went live again. Yeah, we back. We back. It just I made it back in time to pick up the stream where we left off, so I didn't have to start a new one. Walking the edge right now. Damn, boy. I was hauling ass trying to get back to get the core. That got my heart up a little bit. We're gonna go in a different spot than I went in before. I said I don't want to see the same shit that we just saw. For part 2 of this illustrious live stream. So we're gonna take a little bit different route through the woods this time. We already seen the southern half. We're gonna try to cut up north a little bit. The sun's getting low. Starting to see my shadow. Get back up here to the access trail, and we'll just take it north. What the hell happened here? Look at this kick up. Something hauling ass through there. Might have spooked something. Oh, this is fun, ain't it? Oh, you just had the white circle? Sorry about that. Yeah, that buffing circle. That's bullshit. That's where you lose your audience. And when that happens, if you make a stupid fucking rookie mistake like that, you lose all your viewers. We dropped like 6 viewers. That's okay, though. We got a lot more live streams coming up, and we're not gonna make the same mistakes. I just knocking off the ring rust. Here's a trail. We go in here. We'll make one more round. I do have to go to work tonight. I got another 10 hours to put in tonight. So I can't be out here all night long burning up all my energy. Pretty much running on caffeine and nicotine at this point. So go put my hours in on a time clock, make my money the hard way, which I do love my job. It's actually easy as fuck, but it is its traditional job, punching the clock. I like it. It's fun. Make time go by fast when we can. But working third shift, man, that was a doozy. I haven't worked third shift since I was like a fucking teenager. But I got adjusted to it, and I think since I'm working third shift, that opens up Friday night, so we can come back with regular Friday night content again. Get our drinking on. Hang out Friday nights. And we'll switch the content up a little bit. It's not going to be the home-based stream stuff. We're going to be out in the woods, sitting around a campfire, doing some outdoors shit. It's going to be outdoors mobile live streams. It's not going to be the stream room. I got other plans for like the computer streaming, like streaming on the rig. I got other plans for that. I'm not going to do that here on the Huntsman channel. I'm building another brand, a completely different genre, completely different story, completely different type of content, and I'll be using like a camera, new editing software, and the computer to build that brand, but it's completely unrelated to any of this shit. Unrelated, like it has nothing to do with the outdoors or the Huntsman series or anything. It's just a clean slate new project. I'm excited to do it, and it's a different level of content. So it's pushing my editing skills a little bit. Sorry if the wind's getting too much. We're taking the access trail up to the north. We're gonna cut into the woods in a different area. You're back too? Welcome back. Gotta sit down here for a second and I'll check the chat. We can actually talk for a minute before I dive back deep into the woods. I can pay attention to the chat window somewhat. I don't want to be rude. Whenever I'm out here, I'm always looking at the horizon, trying to find something that I can show you guys. And I'm not looking at the chat window all the time. And it's on the screen for a minute and then it fades out. And if I want to look at it, I have to stop and look at it. Let's just sit down right here. Ugh. You love third shift? I don't mind it. I don't mind it. You have your entire day. And like I said, it frees up our Friday nights. So we could come back with Friday night live shows. We're gonna change this a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit more presentable. So we're gonna come back with Friday night mobile live streams. But like I said, we might not always be in the woods. We might just be sitting at my house around the fucking campfire telling stories. But it will be outdoors-based content every Friday night at 8. We're gonna say, like, Friday night at 8 was our base content back in the day. So I think we're gonna go Friday night at 8. We'll live for 4 or until we get too drunk to live stream. Whether it's outdoors and or camping, doing solo overnighters, working on the new build site, sitting around the campfire, drinking a few beers, whatever. It's just gonna be redneck outdoors content, right? Mobile, always mobile. So with mobile, you get good cell signal, you get bad cell signal. We have a hiccup like we had here with the phone dying, because I did go like we've been live for 77 minutes now. So yeah, it's all gonna be mobile. We ain't gonna make that same rookie mistake again, though. We only make mistakes once. And we look at chat. What part of Ohio? In Richwood? Sorry about that. I just went back to read the comments. Don was here for a second. Yeah, I seen him. Motherfucker needs to get his ass back here. I'm kind of in north central, northwest Ohio. I'm over by Findlay. Right now we are on public land. This is actually Killdeer Plains that we're hiking in now. We're hiking in Killdeer Plains. I grew up out here. The town that I grew up in is on the eastern side of this reserve. This is all public hunting and fishing out here. So we're on public land right now, just hiking around. I've never been down in this area. I have done some content up where my dad taught me how to track deer, and I think a couple other places, but I've never been down this far. This is pretty far to the west side of the reserve. So, but we are on public land today doing this little bit of hiking, which is fine. We still out here, which is further away from a backyard or a goddamn driveway than some people. And it's not on an access point. I mean, we're not too far. We get maybe a mile and a half away from the car, and you know, there's a road over there, there's a road over there, there's a road over there, there's a road back there. Just 20 minutes from you? Yep. We need to hang out, Rich. So yeah, we're out on public right now. It's like early shed season for this part of Ohio. They're dropping. They started dropping in southern Ohio about a month ago. They've started finding them, some fresh ones. We ran into some deer out here today, but nothing real like major. I didn't see no big buck or anything that I wanted to chase down. I was just seeing does pop up out of their beds. Because we was raising hell in that woods too. It was making all kinds of rackets. So it's not like we was out here tracking deers. If I was tracking deers, we'd have a whole different approach. And then we'd be rolling apples to them and do some deer bowling. We do have a new build site. The build site is east of here, and a pretty good clip east of here. But in order to live stream from the build site, I got to have my hotspot working right, and it was not working right earlier. So we came over here to the west side, and we're streaming on public today. But the point is to be out here, right? And it's not an advertisement. We're not pushing gear. I have no survival gear. I don't even have a pocket knife on me. Nothing. So we're not pushing gear. We're not talking about gear. We're not doing a build. We're just hiking on some public land looking for some sheds. That's it. But it's outdoors content. It's putting in some miles. It's getting wet and muddy and thorns stuck in you, and it's being out here. It doesn't matter if you're on public or private, on your own property or on your neighbor's property. The point is to be moving through the woods, not just sitting on your fucking ass in a safe space, in a tiny little circle, and that's all the audience sees. We're coming back for another round of Huntsman content, the live stream content, Friday night shows, and what I want these Friday night shows to be is an experience for you guys. I gotta read that. Anything like that ever happened to me? Well, I don't bring dogs out. We have a lot of coyote around here, but other than coyotes, there's no predators. We do have black bears running through the area. They've spotted a black bear in Lorain County, so that's not too far from here. They're not going to get this far west, but black bears are roaming through like central Ohio right now, which is kind of strange, but with the weather changing and all that. But around here, the only what you would class as a predator, and I don't see coyotes as a predator. I see them as a scavenger. Uh, there ain't nothing that ever popped up out in these woods, and I grew up out here, that scared me. There is no like danger. There's no poisonous snakes out here. There's no bears. There's no wolves. You might hear a coyote howling, but they ain't gonna fucking do nothing to you. They're scared shitless of everything. There's just nothing out here to be afraid of. So I don't get on. I've seen videos, especially from the girls, like the girl bushcrafters. They hear a coyote or something like that, and they're like all scared and shit. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. And you could you could hear a whole pack of them. They ain't gonna do nothing to you. So I never come out here from a fear point of view. I don't like if you're scared before you even go to the woods, just don't fucking go to the woods. And that's the problem I have with the survival guys, is they're coming at it from a perspective of fear, like there's some unseen danger out here, and there's not. The only danger that you're going to find out here is human stupidity. Usually if somebody gets themselves into a situation in the wilderness, it's not because they didn't have the right gear or they didn't have a skill set. They had a momentary lapse of fucking brains. So it's the only thing you have to ward off is human stupidity. Like, don't be fucking stupid and you'll be fine. You know what I mean? Oh, Steve, well, I've heard stories of so-and-so getting lost in the desert or so-and-so getting lost in the woods. Yeah, usually they're city slicker and motherfuckers that shouldn't be in the woods. If you're coming at this genre, if you're coming at the wilderness and nature itself from a point of fear, just don't do it. Like, don't get obsessed with, you need the 10 C's and you need this gear and you need this and you're coming from a point of fear, and it's just going to ruin the experience for you. When I come out here and the kind of content that I'm wanting to produce over the next year, I want to give you guys an experience. When we're out here at night, this is all open 24/7. We could come out here at night and hear coyotes, but I'm not going to have piss running down my leg just because I heard a coyote and trying to make some sort of drama out of it. And the other side of it, the other facet of it anyway, is the guys that go out in extreme weather. We want to do some extreme weather challenges. We want to be out here in thunderstorms and snowstorms and high heat and sweating our balls off and all of that stuff, because you have to weather yourself against those. You have to have that experience, hands-on experience, or you just don't have the right tools in the box. You know what I mean? If you don't come out here and witness or feel it, like if it's hard rain and you're soaked and it's uncomfortable and you're fucking achy, you have to experience that to say that you have that on your resume. If it's 10 below zero and you come out here on a hike or you come out here camping, you have to experience that. You have to feel that level of discomfort to have it on your resume and have that bragging right. What you don't do is come out and you're at this safe space campsite. It's going to be -10 before you get out there, and then you try to pitch it on YouTube like it's this dramatic thing. No, you knew it was going to be that. You prepared for that. You're in the safe space of your shelter with your fucking car parked right next to the camera, so don't get on YouTube trying to sell drama with a video title and then not follow up in the video. How many videos have you guys watched where they have this dramatic title and then nothing happens? It's like they try to make it sound so extreme and that they're such a badass with a video title, and then you watch the video and it just never delivers with what the title kind of hyped up. I'm not going to do that. Whenever I'm out here, we're not going to make hyped up video titles and blah blah blah, or a clickbait title. We're going to come out here with a real experience, a real message, a real adventure, and the whole point of it is my focus has to be your experience. You have to come first. You raised sounds 40 years, never had what happened this winter happen, and you're 60 years old. Well, that's strange, and it's kind of in this area, right? I don't know. There's anomalies everywhere. There's wildlife anomalies. I have seen some shit that I couldn't identify. I've seen a black fox. A black fox. How the hell does that happen? And I've seen pictures of a silver fox, and if you see a silver fox, those are so rare. That's something that, hell yeah, let's do it. Leave a, if you can, if you go to the community section of the channel, you can get my email. Shoot me an email, and like we can meet up sometime. If you see a silver fox, though, I would love to see a silver fox in person. Hell, just seeing a fox around here is rare, but a silver one, man, if I could capture that on film, that'd be something. But that's the kind of thing. My focus going into the outdoors genre, coming back into the outdoors genre, aside from being me, is the viewer experience. I want you guys to have some sort of adventure. I want you guys to see what I see and feel it, you know? That you walk away from the live stream and you remember something. You have a memory from that content. It's not something that you just watch and forget. How many people remember what Corporal's Corner did on his video last week? How many people know what he did last month? I want to do something on a live stream with every single show that pops and it sticks in your head and you remember that. Like when we was earlier in this live stream, when we were back there, we just got into the woods and we find all these hills and there's this mound that looks like a giant deer skull. That's something that viewers will remember. I can, a year from now, I can say, hey, you remember when we did the 7-year anniversary special and we saw the giant deer skull, that like mound? Yeah, I remember that. I was there. I want you guys to have such a good time and such an experience whenever you're watching the future live streams that you want to say, I saw it, I was there. You know? So going into this, we're going to be talking trash. We're going to be drinking beer. We're going to be drinking bourbon. We're going to be doing a build. We're going to be doing everything. But I want to come from your perspective, what you guys want to see. So don't hesitate to leave a comment and say, hey, Steve, let's try this. Let's go do that. Remember this. Remember that. Do this again. And give me some feedback as far as the content goes, right? For what the viewers want to experience, not what I want to present to you, or me showing off, or me talking trash, or whatever. It's, if you guys don't like what I'm doing right now, tell me in the chat. We'll switch things up a little bit so you have a better experience, and we'll try to evolve the content from there. You hit one on 83? Huh. Anyway, we're gonna get back to it because Daddy's got to go home and take another shower now that I got all muddy and shit, and go to work tonight. So I got to get home, have dinner, take a shower, get ready to go to work. So we're going to take another hike through the woods. We're going to cut out all this serious bullshit. But don't hesitate to leave me a comment, drop me an email, send me a message, whatever, on one of my socials and say, hey, Steve, let's go do this. Give me some feedback as far as the viewer experience goes. That's going to be my sole focus as far as presenting the content, is a viewer experience, not gear, not a build, not a particular deer like HB. We're going to go back to some of the old stomping ground stuff. But what you guys want to experience on YouTube as far as wilderness content goes. What do you want to watch? What will you enjoy watching? What will you enjoy doing? What do you want to talk about? Throw it fucking out there and we'll get it in, right? So I swear to God, I'm gonna be the only live streamer in the woods who is focused on what the viewers want to see. I don't care what I want to do. I don't care what I feel like doing. It doesn't matter how I feel. It doesn't matter what gear I have, what gear I don't. It's all about giving you guys what you want to see. So you got to let me know in order for me to do that. Today, it's a 7-year anniversary since I dropped the first Huntsman video. 7 years of this shit. Oh yeah. See? You got a memory like a damn old elephant. That's cheating. So give me some feedback for the viewer experience, what you guys want to see. If the camera's too shaky, say slow down whenever you're walking through the woods. Give me feedback so we can make this experience better for you, all right? We're going to turn the camera around. We're going to get this off my ugly mug. We're going to head back through the woods. One more round. We've been going for about 91 minutes now. We're going to go one more round, see if we can find something else out there, have a little fun, take a little trip, take a little walk, be in the mud, be in the blood, be in the guts and the glory. And we out here doing it live like we always did. But we're going to take one more hike through the woods, and then we're going to right off into the sunset so I can go to work tonight. We're going to be coming back, not this Friday. I'm going to try to get it all rigged up to where we can go live next Friday. So next Friday is going to be 8 o'clock start time. It'll be a little bit later, a little bit darker, a little bit different adventure, but we're going to be mobile live streaming again, and from somewhere, and we'll start getting that regular Friday night schedule. Friday night at 8, Huntsman's going to be live somewhere. So get that on the calendar. Every Friday night at 8 o'clock. We're not going to change it. Every Friday night at 8, Huntsman's going to be drinking. Huntsman's going to be having fun. Huntsman's going to be mobile. We're going to be everywhere. We could be in town. We could be at the reservoir. We could be at a pond. We could be out here in the woods. We could be in my backyard around a campfire just drinking beers. But it's going to be outdoors-based content, outdoors-based conversations and stories. We'll talk about some of the shit that happened over on throughout YouTube career. That's a stupid fucking thing to say. The YouTube career, the past 7 years, some of the classic stories. If I can get you back to some of the old stomping grounds, we will. Petting bears, yeah. Every Friday night at 8. Not this Friday, next Friday. All right, let's turn this around. We're gonna make a couple of adjustments here. We're good, and we'll take one more hike. Let's go see what we can find. Hit that thumbs up if you haven't yet. Share this out. Tell all your in-laws, outlaws, and friends that Huntsman's live in the woods. Let's get back into it. Let me get adjusted here. All right. I have to get down. Like, I have to bend over to get through some of this shit. We got another access point up here, and then we should be right back into it. We're gonna go see what else we can see out here, and then, like I said, I gotta go to work tonight. I gotta put it in a 10-hour shift, and it is exhausting. Whenever I get off of work, after working that 10 hours, I just want to go home and crash. Today I got up a little bit early, came out here to do the live stream. We go put our 10 hours in on the clock, and then tomorrow, whenever I get off of work, I don't come home and sleep. I drive to Cleveland. We got some stuff to do up in Cleveland area. The Cuyahoga Valley, HB, shed hunting, the cottage site, all of that. We got to go up there and do some filming for the new channel. Some classic stuff. Filming for the new channel. I got a whole new channel all set up. I'm filming content for it, but the content's probably not going to be ready until spring of next year. So that channel that I'm working on right now is probably not going to be ready for another year because of the level of content I'm producing. We're trying to go full on Hollywood with this shit. By the time I'm done with it all, I have a multimedia empire. We have the outdoors content over here. We have the home hangouts in Twitch and gaming and the e-girls over on Twitch. There's going to be a Twitch VOD channel for those who missed those streams. And then I have this whole other non-Huntsman related project that I'm working on too. So filming and editing and live streaming and all that shit on top of a regular old day job. Yeah, I'm having fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. We're going to go straight north. Last time we cut over here to the east. We're going to go straight north this time. Wind's picking up a little bit. It's getting a little chillier too. Sun's starting to go down. I don't have any lights or anything like that, and I'm in a woods that I've never been in before. Not too worried about it, but probably don't want to be in here after dark. I get too turned around. I don't have no, I mean, the woods all looks the same. It's just the fucking woods. There's no real, like landmarks out here, except for the hills that are over there. I know if I go west, I run into the road. That's all I know. I could pay attention. The moon came up. The moon's still off to the east. So I just follow the moon if it does get dark. This area up here is all kind of the same. We do have some spring pop coming up. They're trying to come up. Now that I've been in this woods, I can say, hey, I've been there. I know I can live stream from here. So we can come out here and quiet down a little bit, track the deer. Maybe get some night hiking in. Like I said, the area is open 24/7. So coming out here on a night hike, the only thing that I would bring with me on a night hike out here is the light, of course, and a pair of safety glasses. I do recommend that if you're hiking through the woods at night, wear safety glasses so you don't get a twig in your eye or something like that, because that could hurt. But other than safety glasses, hiking at night is not a problem. Most people, man, they're like, it's starting to get dark. I need to sit my ass down and get to my shelter. I'm like, nah, we gonna go find tree frogs. This is a very swampy wood. This is like wet everywhere. But it's all pretty much the same, you know. We could probably go up into the grassy area. We get into the grasslands a bit. Get out of the woods and check the edge. Got a little bit of a deer trail here. A little thick on the border. Oh, there we go. There's a couple that are open. Tiny little fuckers. This is what I like to see, though. I'm tired of winter right now. I'm ready for the cold to be over for real. It's like, I don't know, about 35, 40 degrees out here today, so it's not uncomfortable, especially hiking around, because you do get your heart up a little bit whenever you're doing this shit. You gotta have a little cardio to you, which my day job does help with. We bust ass. You're moving, and I have to have a wide range of motion with the job that I do. I'm just getting paid $20 an hour to do it, so I'm not bitching. But it helps. Having that range of motion and that little workout, even if it is the day job, to come out here and play around and be comfortable and don't really have to worry about, oh, I'm going to throw my back out. No, I'm not. I'm in pretty good goddamn shape right now, just because of the day job. Where we at? I don't know what we're going to run into, man. We're heading north, which is the direction the deer went. And whenever you're shed hunting, I swear to God, shed hunting is a good idea, because you shed hunt mid-spring, late spring, and you're hiking around just like this, walking in circles. You're just putting in mile after mile after mile. It's a good cardio workout to get that fucking rust out of your system from sitting around all damn winter. I always said that on my channel. Whenever shed season comes around, get out and hike, put in the miles, get that cardio in, so you can come out into the wilderness and be a lot more comfortable. You're not going to get winded. You're not going to have a fucking heart attack or have some sort of mechanical injury because you didn't move enough. You know what I mean? You got to keep yourself in shape. You can't just let yourself go and then come out here and do this kind of shit and be comfortable with it. And I don't expect, I pick on guys for being out of shape and, they're just wore out and they try to get into the outdoors, but they can't do what I'm doing right now. They ain't gonna do this because they're afraid of getting hurt, or they're afraid of throwing their back out or their hip out, or I'm like, well, if you can't go out there and do it, either go to the gym and get yourself back in shape, or become a storyteller. If you can't say, oh, I've been a woodsman my entire life and not have stories to tell. Just don't present yourself as the authority anymore. You had your day. I can respect that. Just know your fucking role. If you can't get out here and do it, don't talk about the guys that are still coming out and doing it. There's got to be a respect in the generations, I think. You had your day. If you're too old and out of shape to do it anymore, encourage the younger guys to get out here and do it. Don't discourage them by thinking you're still king shit, because you're not. You know what I mean? You're only the king of the woods as long as you can be in the woods. After that, your ass is retired. Sit down. Shut up. Tell a tale or two. But respect the guys that are still out here able to do it. Because they're the one thing that you wish you could still be. Don't be jealous of them. Respect them. If they're out here getting muddy and suffering through it for content, respect them for it. You don't have to pay them. You don't have to send them a super chat. You don't have to buy their gear or their t-shirt. You don't even have to hit the thumbs up for real. Just respect them for being out in it. I see too many guys, man, especially the older guys, like, 55, 60 years old, still wanting to be pompous asses, and they're just too far gone to get out here and do it anymore. They think that what they did in the past gives them some sort of credibility in the present, and it doesn't. If anything, they're a living example of what not to become. Keep yourself in shape. Do not stop. Do not stop working out. Don't stop with the cardio. Cut out all that goddamn stupid food. Take care of yourself. Live a little bit longer. Have a few more stories. Don't just sit down and say, I got a bad back now, or my hip is gone and I can't do it. It hurts too much. Well, get out there and fucking hurt then. Like I said, this is supposed to suck. I mean, we get out here to relax, but the only reason you relax is because you're working out all your inner frustrations. It's a workout, it's cardio, it's working your arms when you're cutting wood, it's getting that frustration out of your system, whether it's walking and talking or hacking and sawing, building something with your own fucking bare hands. It's the hurting that heals. And then you go home and say, oh, I can still fucking do it. Look at this. It's almost charcoaled. Looks like a fragment of tree that might have got hit by lightning. It's burnt. That's a hell of a pop, man. Mushrooms growing on the shelves, on the bottom of the shelves. Nobody ever looks up either. All right, what else can we find? We got a road, like an access path up here. See if we can get out into the grassy area. My hands are getting cold, to be honest. I'm holding a metal tripod and my hands are getting cold. What kind of moonshine jug is this shit? There's always signs of humans. Tell me somebody wasn't drinking out here. You got a mason jar. Fucking public land, boy. Public land. There's mason jars all over. I'll bet you they were shining out here. That back there. Let's go take another look at it. I'll get you a better look. They're growing on the bottom of these shelves here. Get up here and steady the camera and I'll zoom in up there. They're pretty high up on the tree. And it's kind of a moss covered top. Let me see if I get one in the light. All right. Let's see what I can do for you here. It's kind of shadowy. That's not a very good angle. We gotta find a better angle here. See if we can get the sun to light one of them up. There you go. Got one there, one here on the other side. Old. I don't know what they're gonna look like come spring. They might, but look at how this growing. Gotta find the still, no shit. It's layered. That's weird. The top of it's layered. It's just like one's growing underneath the old one. You see what I mean? I'm trying to steady the camera here. I'm leaning it up against the tree trying to steady it. Yeah, it looks like one mushroom is growing underneath the last year's mushroom. Huh. Odd. I mean, it's a pretty good distance up there. There's only two of them in the tree, though. They're up there pretty good. So that's cool. A little bit better look at it. Where are we at? Oh, let's go look at that. what I expected it to be. I'm seeing illusions now. We do have, yeah, I don't know what was going on here. It looks like an old still site. We have all these mason jars, busted mason jars, and there's an old, I'm gonna bring that back up. Oh, yeah, I think I know what you're talking about. It's just old. Already, it's right off of this access trail, so we might be able to come back here later on in the spring and get a live specimen of it. Well, we got that old pottery here, and then mason jars all around. Looks like somebody was shining out here. They were definitely drinking, and they definitely had a fire. That's an odd-looking bottle. Something happened to here. Again, this is public land, so you never know what you're going to run into. But somebody was doing something here. It's old, obviously. That's the top to a jar. They were using porcelain tops. There's a seal. Yeah, look, porcelain tops. They were brewing something up out here. There's a lot of them too, glass fragments. Gotta be careful shuffling through these leaves. I felt it on my boot. Old mason jar lid. I don't see the still here, but there's evidence of some cooking going on. Not exactly the wilderness content we were expecting. There's a lot of it here, man. Underneath the leaves, it's all underneath here, but it's all broken glass. Seeing if there's any copper line or anything like that. Different types of bottles too, like it's a mystery. But all these porcelain lids and shit like that, there's just somebody cooking. It's all through here. Like the more of the leaves I move, the more of glass I'm finding, and you never know what you're gonna find on public. And the boys around here, let me tell you, some rednecking motherfuckers. Some loose deer trail through here. This place is full of deer. We're just being too noisy to get to them. Yeah, a little later, they'll be coming out into the grassy areas, into the fields to feed. Might run into them along the edge. We made it a good distance north. Got another access point coming up here. Man, it'd be easy as shit to hunt this if they let you drive back here, but they won't let you drive back. It's just hunting trails. Surprised I ain't seen a deer stand out here or anything. I don't know if I'd leave a stand on public though. Somebody snatch that shit up. Here's another access trail. So we'll probably take this on up to the grasslands, get out into that grassy area and check this edge. Nice day out. Nice day. Good stream. Celebrating 7 years on YouTube. At least with this channel. I have like 13 fucking channels. All different genres, all different types of content. Sometimes they cross-pollinate, but not too often. The Huntsman origin story cross-pollinated from a different channel. This channel here was actually born out of another channel that I never really revealed. I never gave a link to it. Man, that's some old content though. It goes back like, I don't know, between 15 and 20 years ago. YouTube was a whole different beast back then. And the content was horrible. It was fucking horrible. I didn't know what the hell I was doing when it came to filming, editing, or anything. And I think pretty much everything on YouTube back then was in 720p, and that was as high as it went. I've been around YouTube a long time in one form or another. Oh, that wind's picking up. Sorry if it's fucking with the audio. That was a good gust of wind. Newer forest up in here. Deer love that shit. So it's kind of this transition. You go from this old hardwood down into these lighter shrubby areas, and then it goes straight to grass. There's a pond up here too. As we're walking down, you can probably see it. Heavy deer trail going up through there. See, they love those brushy areas. Same with over on this side. These are areas like, for real, I would shed hunt these edges, like these trails and these edges, right along the edge of that. This is where I'd be shedding. When you're hiking public, you're gonna have access paths like this. Just makes it easier for the hunters. You can see where the state comes in and they cut to give you these access paths so the hunters can get back in the woods and you're not traipsing through the brush too much. But then you find these, looks like a rabbit trail. Oh, we got deer. Oh, the sun bleached it out. I had a big ass ass on it. Another deer just flagged right ahead and the sun was bleaching it out. I'm making too much noise out here for deer. I don't need to be worried about filming deer today. We raised all holy hell in this woods today. Those deer are not impressed. Old oak tree in there. I like the old oaks. They talk to me. Shed hunting public is a pain in the ass. There's a lot of competition in a lot of areas. So if you find sheds on public, you've done something, because you just beat the other boys to it. These are definitely areas I'd be shed hunting though. Do we want to go that way, or do we want to go that way? Left or right? We got a fork. We can go this way, which is the right. Oh, we can go that way, which is the left. Somebody say something in chat. Left or right? They did some clear cutting back here. They brought in a heavy. Hey, B. Heavy cutting, this is what I'm talking about. They clear cut this whole fucking area. We go that way, or do we go that way? Kendra, left or right? This is the left-hand path. This is the right-hand path. We going left or right? Into the wild blue yonder, or whatever's over there. Right? That way? Ooh. Right here's where the deer ran through. She headed off that way. This should be taking us closer to the grasslands. Ooh, heavy deer trail. There's where she ran through. That way. Oh, I kind of want to get off the trail. Let's follow this deer. We're still going in the same general direction. I just want it off the trail. It is pretty out today. It's a good day to be out hiking. I'm about to go home and eat though. Take a quick shower and get ready for a night at work. So I got that to look forward to. Live stream went a little bit longer than I expected it to. but I'm having fun. I miss this shit for real. Here's where our deer ran through, just kicked up fresh. I did miss this shit. And it was time for me to come back anyway. We're tired of the half-ass lazy man infomercial content. We needed somebody to come out here and give you guys a fucking experience. And there ain't no better experience than a live one. So, old Hunts is back. We're gonna do this every Friday night at 8. We're gonna get out here and do some authentic bushcraft outdoor survival shit. We made it all the way up to the road, y'all. Shit. We made it to the road. See what I'm saying? Don't fake it. Don't sit there and act like you in the middle of nowhere. I mean, this is the middle of nowhere, but it's a fucking road. There's always a road. And this is some shit. But this is full of snakes in the summertime. Maybe turtles. Oh, that's deep. We about to get in it, boys. You done walked me into a bunch of bullshit. This is Kendra's fault. Fuck it. All right, so we made it to the road. Bonus points for us. The end of the trail. There's the woods we just hiked through. God damn, it's pretty out there. I'm parked about a half a mile down that way. So, we're gonna embrace it. Since I'm parked all the way down there, we're gonna go all the way over here and hike up through this new woods on our way back to the car. Wrap up the live stream. 7 years on YouTube. Huntsman's 7-year anniversary. Pretty goddamn good show for the hiccups we had. Look at these old stone roads, boy. We in it. We parked down that way. Now we're gonna come up in here. Got a good cornfield over here that I'll be shit hunting this edge. I should walk that fucking edge, man. That's feeding ground right there. Need hip waders? I need a better sister who doesn't point me in the wrong fucking direction. I'm lost. Oh my god, you guys, I'm gonna die. I'm out here with no food and water, no survival gear. Miles from the nearest town. My car's a half a mile away. I'm probably not gonna make it. Fucking pussies. I'm tired of hearing their shit, man. I'm tired of hearing their shit. I'm tired of them faking it. I'm tired of them presenting content like it's some sort of badassery. I've been out here for 119 minutes with no survival gear. I'm only a half a mile from where I parked, and we still, come on. We ain't fucking ram. Yeah, that's true. I do it to impress the girls. This is swampy ass shit over here, man. I mean, I don't care. I pretty much already embraced the fuck. There might be a pond out there. We've got some geese landing out there, Canadian geese. Already embraced the fuck. Like if you're already wet, don't try to stay dry. Sometimes you just gotta jump into it. It's funny. They're like, this crazy motherfucker went out there and walked right through a mud puddle. Everybody else walking around them. I'm walking right through this shit because we ain't got time to waste. Daddy's got to go to work. And I need food. Done burn up on my calories. Out here, put in a couple-mile hike. Then I got to go to work and hike for 5 miles without leaving the same room. Oh, this is slimy swamp, boy. It's kind of pretty, actually. It's got all this algae in it. Swamp thing type shit. Slimy algae. Yummy. Let's drink that. Yeah, we done walked into a swamp, boys and girls. It's just all swamp on this side. I like the colors though. At least it got a little green. I'll bet you this thing is popping in the heat, like summer humidity in here. This place would be full of shrooms and the mosses would be popping. I'd be in fucking heaven. I love it whenever you get this fairy tale landscape in the woods. And this would be one of them. As long as Artax doesn't sink down into the swamps of sadness, we'll be all right. Artax! And we still have a little pretty here. For being a swamp, we still get a little bit of pretty. We get it, boy. Fuck it. I ain't hawking through no swamp in 30-degree weather. Pussy. You gotta get out here with old Hunts and test yourself. All right, let's take the bridge. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, it wouldn't have been the same without you here, Troy. We hiking through the swamps, boy. I think Artax sunk in the swamp. Oh, we got deer. Right over here. Where'd you go? There they go. 3 of them. Heh heh. Got deer in the swamp, boy. That was cool. They weren't trying to run through this mud any faster than I was. Got shit falling down. Buzzards coming to get me. I'm not gonna make it. I'm out here with, I don't even have a pocket knife. I'm gonna die. You goddamn pussy. Tired of this shit. Huntsman had to come back to YouTube to make some honest content for the outdoors people. Look at all this shit, man. Goddamn, boy. Raccoon loving this tree. He's not shitting in the mud. He's classy. I'm literally just walking across this tree trying to get the fuck out of this swamp. This is a different view than, man, we were just in the woods and then Kendra led us over here. And now we hiking through the muck, the slimy, nasty, snake infested swamp. I guess I mean that you have to admit this is prettier than the woods that we were just in across the road. This is popping. That's a good scene right there. All right, fuck it. It's actually pretty for a swamp. I like it. Maybe it's just because I missed the green of summer. I swear I get like seasonal depression because the leaves fall off, but they're coming back. Slowly but surely, it's all coming awake. Oh yeah? So you know where I'm at. See, I like scenes like this. Like, let me get you off the tripod here. I'm gonna show you something. Let me show you some camera angle perspective. This. Come on. That's pretty. That's what you want to see. You got to get down low sometimes. You just got to get down low, make it look like a fairy tale. Camera angles, boy. You gotta work the camera. This is live right now, by the way. We're in a swamp. It doesn't matter that it's a swamp and it's cold and it's muddy and mucky. It just matters how you look at it. That's the secret. That's the secret to life right there. It's not where you're at or what you're going through. It's just a matter of perspective. It's on what you look at. I mean, look at this. It looks like I'm in a fucking fairy tale right now. I love this shit. This is Kendra's fault. Yeah, people just don't have the right angles, what it is. And that's the thing with the content, if we're getting out of character and being serious for a minute, is they come at it from the wrong angle. They come at this from the wrong angle. They come at it from a sales pitch, or they come at it from trolling, or they come at it from some sort of negative place, and they miss everything. Like, they just miss the point of being out here. Like, the whole point of being out here is to stop and look at it. Like, just, for fuck's sake, man, get some perspective. Imagine what this would look like if it's all green. We coming back here in the summertime, for real. Easy to get to, easy in and out, easy access, public land. I want to see this place green. I want to see it in the heat and the humidity of summer with dragonflies flying all over the place and the bullfrogs chirping and the snakes and the turtles and everything. I want to come out here midsummer. This is going to be our midsummer, like this swamp, our midsummer live stream. A Midsummer Night's Dream right here at this spot. Swear to God. Because this is a fairy tale woods in the summertime, I'm betting. I can come out here and get some epic shots. And the road's right there. Like, I'm only like not even 40 yards into this thing. And, man, telling you. Yeah, it's going to be swampy, and there's going to be skaters and snakes and all the nasties. But it's going to be beautiful. Got shrooms growing inside here. Heh. Come on, get back in there. There you go. Yeah, this is a happy mistake. Man, I bet this place is beautiful when it's all green and popping. Just gotta bring the bug spray. Seven years, new area, new adventures, new shit to see. Look at the green. Come on. How can you not love this shit? It's just an old rotted log, but man, look at that. Mother Nature's kitchen, boys. Stop and see the prettiness. Don't hesitate to film this shit. That's just weird. I'd love to have that in my garden, actually. Well, I have a certain blood type where the mosquitoes don't like me too much. So I never had a problem with mosquitoes whenever I was out here. And I grew up hunting out here. They just don't like me. So I got lucky in that aspect. But I'm saved from the mosquitoes, but not from the ticks. The ticks will be all over me, but not the mosquitoes. We have a ditch here. Looks like a little creek. Man, all this swamp up here, and it's got a drainage creek in it, but we're gonna take the bridge. Seems steady enough. This is pretty good. It's pretty high up there too. This isn't something I want to fall off of for real. Get off of there. Ugh. Dun 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 dun. Oh, dancing with the tree. Trying not to break the limb off. All right, we survived that ordeal. This is cool as shit. Anyway. Whoa, what's that? It's just like a round. I've seen this round. You see it? It looks like a big brown. It almost looks like a boulder, but it's just dirt. Man, I need to stop breaking the illusions of the woods. I see something cool looking and I'll just run towards it until the illusion breaks, and then I'm just all disappointed. You see what you want to see out here, I guess. Anyway. Gotta be calling it a day, ladies and germs. I think this live stream turned out a little bit better than I thought it would. Because I was struggling. I was late because I was looking for a spot with signal. And then we run into this spot where I knew we was going to be running around on public today. That was the plan. But we saw some shit during this live stream, boy. We saw some shit. I'm going to have fun going back and picking out some highlights and some still shots. Show everybody what happened on the 7-year anniversary of Huntsman coming back to YouTube after being gone on an extended hiatus. Working Twitch a little bit, trying to get out of this genre. I honestly was. But the longer I was gone, the more this whole fucking outdoor genre started going straight down the fucking crapper, until I got so annoyed with what I was saying that I just had to come back for somebody, at least one fucking person on YouTube, to make some honest to goodness outdoors content that's not a sales pitch, an infomercial, backyard bullshit, or lazy man content. Like, get out here and do something. Stop talking about it. Get out here and be about it. Stop trying to sell me your shit or make me wear your logo or pitching me gear every fucking video. Get out here in the shit, in the mud, in the muck, with the wildlife, in the swamp, looking at scenes like that. Oh, you want to come in with me? Are you volunteering? It seems like you want to come in with me, because like you keep saying, this is a very bad spot to be in the summertime, but I feel like that's a challenge. And I'm like, you know what? I could tell it's thick. All this brush and everything in here, I could tell this would be a motherfucker to hike through in the summertime. But if you could get into it and you get the right angles, even if you have to stay low to the ground and suffer some mosquitoes, you're gonna see shit in an area like this with what we just seen. If you get at the right spot at the right time with the right lighting, nobody will believe that you actually experienced it. Nobody will believe. They'll say that was fake, that was a stage, that was Hollywood movie magic. They'll say some shit like that. They will not believe that you found a spot like this. But in order to get those magic shots, you have to be out here when it's uncomfortable and you have to fight for the shot. But what I mean by that is, like, you have to get down on the ground, you have to crawl sometimes, you have to get muddy and bit, and you have to suffer for the content. But what you get out of it, it's worth the price. You get a few mosquito bites or maybe a tick on you, but you got that shot. You got that magic shot that's Mother Nature's own. You can't stage it, you can't fake it, and it's like a once-in-a-lifetime thing. Like, you know you're never going to see anything that perfect again. Yes, it sucked, but the memory, all the negativity of it went away. The price that you pay for the content went away. And I've always had that philosophy out in the woods. Whenever crystal hunting, or with HB, or with the live bushcraft build series in the cottage, or rolling the crystal down the creek, I always knew, or I always felt that there was a price to be paid for the content, that in order to have that experience or to have the story, you had to pay for it with blood, sweat, tears, and discomfort. And if you can do that, you have more credibility. I think you have more credibility. All right, cool. You have more credibility than the guys that just, I don't know, like the half-ass it. You have to pay the price. If you want to be if you want to be something more than just a YouTuber, and you want to be something more than just a man, you want to be actually connected with nature, you have to pay the toll to cross the bridge between being a human in modern society and being out here with her. She like, it's her instinct, it's nature's instinct to reject you, and she's gonna make you pay for her secrets. But if you can pay that price and you can catch it on film and you can catch it on live stream, it's a whole different level, man. It's a whole different level. You have to be willing to pay the price. And there's just too many guys in the outdoor genre right now that just, they don't want to pay the price. They don't want to pay the price for the content. They don't want to pay the price for the stories. And I don't care about the views so much as I care about coming out here and having witnesses with me on a live stream. So whenever I sit down around a campfire and I tell the story, there's somebody out there in the world that could say, it's true, I was there. You know what I mean? I don't want to have a following. I don't want to have money from it. I just want to have good fucking stories to tell. That's it. And in order to have those good stories, the unbelievable stories, you have to just dive into the shit. It's like the hero's journey. Those guys were never happy. They were hurt and they were scarred and they were abused, and they beat themselves to hell for as long as they could, just so they could sit down around a fire one day and tell their grandkids an unbelievable tale. But now we have videos, we have live streams where we can come out here and have these experiences, and we have proof that we did it. And there's no more, I've said this so many times, there's nothing more authentic than a live stream, because you can't, this isn't edited, it's not filtered, it's not, it just is what it is, right? If you want authentic outdoors content, you watch the live streamers, not the edited guys. The edited guys, they have a formula and they stick with the formula, and it's the same thing week after week, and it's just boring. But a live stream, it's unplanned, it's unscripted. You don't know what the guy's gonna say. You don't know what he's gonna see. Just like what happened right here. We had no idea what we were gonna see out here. No clue. I've never been in this spot. One of my viewers has. And he's telling me, wait till summertime. You think it's something now, wait till summertime. It's a whole different challenge. So, like, I'm in an area where even the seasons change the challenge, and it's just like, are you up for that? You know what I mean? Are you up to pay the price for what you're wanting? Oh yeah? That sounds nice. Are you really willing to pay the price for what you want? I've paid it before, I ain't afraid to pay it again. I think we're about back to where I parked. I gotta get closer to the road so I can kind of see. We're coming out of the swamp now and sort of into this brushy area, but I am on an access path. We're wrapping up the streams though, boys. Daddy's got to go home, get his shower, get food. I keep saying that, but the more I see, the more I want to stay out here. If the channel was monetized and, we was getting super chats and the content was supported, I wouldn't mind taking a night off work and hanging out with you guys all fucking night long. But unfortunately, I'm not in that position just yet. I think coming back with the regular Friday night shows, it ain't gonna be long before we're monetized again, and then a day off is not gonna hurt me. But for right now, I gotta focus on that time clock. That's the only thing I got to depend on, is the time clock. So I don't miss work for nothing, not even YouTube. I'm not ashamed of saying that either. seems like I remember, I don't know, maybe a month back or something like that, Sean was saying something that he's not going to punch a time clock. He's not going to be part of the rat race and all of this other. Well, he don't have to be. I ain't got no shame in going to work. None. I like my job. I like my crew. I usually like my jobs. I don't take jobs I don't like. If I don't like it, I'll leave it. What do I got here? Oh, looky here. This is a shock collar for a dog. Probably a hunting dog. Knocked it loose whenever they were out here. See, it is a hunting area. This has been out here for a minute, obviously, but yeah. That's a shock collar for a hunting dog. Public land, man. You don't know what you're going to find. Pay attention to the ground. I think we got a good lineup coming up. I'm not in the Cleveland area no more. Old Hunts came back home, and this is home. This is where I grew up, so we're exploring areas I grew up at. It's a whole different adventure. I've been gone from this area for 12 years, almost 13 years. I haven't hunted out here since I was a kid, and my dad was bringing me out here training rabbit dogs. We trained beagles to hunt rabbits out here. And then we would raise pheasants and bring them out here and release pheasants back in the day. We did that for years. Raising pheasants from chicks, and thank you, sir. Bringing them out here to support the pheasant population, because at the time I think the coyotes were up, and now it's not the coyotes you have to worry about out here killing the rabbits and the pheasants and things like that. It's the damn bald eagles. The bald eagles are all over this place, and they'll just tear anything up. Yeah, we're going to come back with some authentic outdoors content. I'm not going to sell you guys anything. I'm not going to plug a brand. I'm not going to take a deal from an Amazon store. I'm not going to go out and get a backpack and say, hey, this backpack is really good, you should buy it, or this backpack sucks, don't buy it. I am not going to make that kind of content. I'm going to get what I can. I'm going to come out here with what I'm comfortable with, which is usually nothing, except maybe a beer or a bottle of bourbon. A bottle of bourbon would be great, Steve. I know, but I have to go to work tonight, so it's not like I can come out here and get drunk and then go to work, you know. Daddy's got to be responsible. But don't you worry. Don't you worry. We're going to have fun on Friday nights, because I don't have to go to work on Friday nights. Huntsman's Bar and Grill will be back open Friday nights at 8. Not this Friday, next Friday. We're going to be out doing something, whether it's a campfire and telling stories out here in the woods, out there in the woods, over at the private campsite where we can make a new build, outdoors content, outdoor stories. We're kind of mapping the area and exploring the area right now. Like I said, we visited 2 areas right now that I've never been into before. The woods back here where we got all those epic shots. We got to see some whitetail. And then Kendra led us over to the swamp. I want to go back to that swamp in the summertime. I want to be out here in the summertime, which is tick heaven. There's another place not too far from here. There used to be an old horse stable. You go out there on a nice hot day, late spring, and there is snakes everywhere. I want to go film those snakes. There's just gardener snakes and black snakes, and it's just a breeding area for them. But I want to go see that. I want to experience all that this area has to offer. And every fucking season, we're going to be out here in places like this, where you can see the horizon, and there's a thunderstorm rolling in. And we're going to be, oh my God, we out in the middle of nowhere in the thunderstorm, and we're going to get wet. We're going to be live streaming it with no survival gear, because it ain't about survival. It's about the wilderness, and it's about the fun and the adventure and the experience. All weather, all year, honest to goodness content, no fucking infomercials, no sales pitch, nothing sponsored by fucking Squarespace, not caring about the views or the subscriber number or YouTube analytics or any of that vanity bullshit, and gig for frogs, and snapping turtles. A lot of turtle around here. Not out here for vanity. Not out here for that shit. We've already done that shit. I already earned my stripes whenever it come to ego and, you know, blah, 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 fuck all that. We just gonna get out here and redneck it. We just gonna get out here like a bunch of guys that's known each other our entire fucking lives, and we gonna redneck for a while. It's not about YouTube. It's not about trying to build a channel. It's not about anything except redneck. That sound good? You guys just want some straight up, honest to goodness, beer drinking, cussing and talking shit, telling stories, redneck content? That's what we're gonna do. I'm back to the car now, safe and sound. Made it through the woods, made it through the swamp. The only thing that died on this trip was the iPhone. But I gotta go now, guys. I got to go. I gotta go home, get something to eat, get a shower, get ready to go to work, punch the time clock, be a good old contributor to society the American way. You know, paying taxes and all that shit. Josh, man, I miss you. God damn, I miss you, boy. All right, we're gonna get out of here. Thank you guys for tuning in. 7 years of Huntsman is on the table, in the book. 7 years of doing this shit. We're coming back with some brand new content in a brand new area. We're gonna do some rednecking. No sales pitch, no gear, no bullshit. We're just gonna get out here and have fun. Experience the wilderness the way that it's supposed to be experienced, the viewer experience. Give you guys something to talk about.